the middle of the night, Nico Harrison reached into Dallas Mavericks' hearts and, ripped their souls out.
Oh, wow.
Trading Luka Doncic for some Magic Beans and Max Christie.
Now, am I correct in this that Nico Harrison was not at Anthony Davis's introductory press conference?
He was not made available.
This is fine. Things are going well.
So, for those who have not seen the stuff that has come out of Dallas, there have been mornings. A casket was brought.
Mm-hmm.
There is protests now planned.
Now, the casket that was brought was not to
kill Nico.
It was
the death of the franchise.
Rest in peace, Luka's time and the Dallas Mavericks as an organization.
But this is catching fire like when something heinous or sideways happens with a European League soccer team, to the point where an entire fan base is wholly against ownership and management, to the point where there are real problems that are coming out of this. This is Ali LaForce last night talking about heading back to Dallas for the first time.
And Kidd told us just moments ago he believes Anthony Davis does have the shoulders to carry this load. One big concern, though, is just the safety of the players, the front office. Going back to Dallas, we hope fans make the wise decision and remember that this is a game and that lives are far more important.
Yikes.
There are unsubstantiated yet solidly backed sources that are saying there have been threats of violence and death threats.
Well, Tim McMahon said it.
Yeah.
He said that there have been death threats to Nico Harrison. So that is so stupid. Don't kill somebody over your favorite team.
No, don't kill people.
What are we?
Unless they're Hitler. Okay to kill Hitler.
That is the stupidest thing.
It is, and
if fans just say stuff, just like, I wasn't really going to do it. That doesn't matter.
No, I mean,
don't be an idiot.
I had a social media director show me one time after somebody bet against a team or bet for a team and they didn't cover a spread. One of the messages they sent to the social media on Twitter was, "I hope your plane crashes and you all die."
Yeah,
and it was like, I'm sorry, what?
Send that DM right here real quick.
Let me go ahead and send that. Find you on LinkedIn real quick and send this to your boss.
See, what I want to know is, did somebody go out and purchase this coffin to put in front of the stadium, or did somebody just have one like on standby hanging out in their garage?
Yeah, good question.
It was a Mavs colored coffin.
Yeah. I bet that's part of the Halloween props and they just got it out of the garage. I think that's what probably would happen.
Great advertising for a funeral home that you own.
Sure. Yeah. Bring your deads.
Somebody very important in your life die?
Bring your deads down to Ed's mortuary.
You bag them, we tag them.
Yeah.
Well, you tag them, we bag them.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep, there we go.
Mm-hmm. But no, I was listening to McMahon this morning on the way in, and there is not fear, but Nico Harrison's not going to be sitting in his seats.
We shouldn't be.
But there's legitimate concern of what's going to happen in the building as far as the outcry from the fans, in the sense of the entire team getting booed, the game being secondary to everything else, that it's going to be a demonstration of the fans,
and that should be expected. That is 100%. And if the Dallas Mavericks are surprised if that happens,
they have been surprised through all of this, which lets you know just how stupid they are.
They're dumb, and they are in an absolute echo chamber of stupidity. If they all are like, you know what, trading your star player in his prime for a guy who's 6 years older, this is going to go over well for one first-round pick. It's like they didn't even get anything close to the value of Luka Doncic. Nothing close to the value of Luka Doncic. Their fans, they had to have been like, yep, they're going to be really upset at us about this. And if you're not, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean,
there were still Blazer fans that were upset that the Blazers traded Damian Lillard when Damian Lillard asked for a damn trade.
Yeah. And the Nico Harrison getting up there in his press conference and yucking it up and telling bad dad jokes.
Yep. That didn't help.
That
didn't help.
Read the room, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
I mean, maybe a slight oversight from the guy that didn't change, the name on the slide to Stephen Curry when Nike pitched them.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not great.
Mild oversight, but I don't think we've ever seen anything like this in North American sports. to the level of fan vitriol. This is not uncommon in Europe. It's not. Turn on
or Colombian soccer.
Well, I was just saying, like, go to South American soccer, European soccer, or Balkan basketball. Like, turn on a Red Star Belgrade game, and it looks like a riot is breaking out when they're not happy. There's fire in the stands, and it's like, oh God, they're not happy.
I'm going to hold off on that until we see actually what happens tomorrow when they return. Because, I mean, people on social media can say whatever. I mean, there was an entire rally that was planned to protest Myles Garrett, to protest the Browns after Myles Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 people showed up, right? There's going to be people, they're going to be upset. I understand that. But I'm going to be interested to see to what level it all goes to tomorrow. Like, it's not going to be like 5 people are going to show up to protest the Mavs. No, there will be hundreds, if not 1,000 people that show up to voice their frustrations with the Mavs. But what level it goes to, that's what I'm interested to see, because
it's also a weekend. People have time.
Yeah, but if they do something stupid, then that's when you're going, okay, this is actually something real.
Real.
Yeah.
Well, look, don't do stupid. Don't
do stupid. Don't do stupid.
No. It's be smart. Don't go full idiot.
Well, hell, they beat the hell out of the Boston Celtics last night.
Look, I was talking to some
Celtics deserved it wearing those uniforms again.
Yep, you're not wrong. I was talking to another media member last night about the Celtics, and mild tangential thing here. They are not a team, as great as they are, that can just turn it on. They are not an all-time great dynastic. We'll figure this out. They're very good, but there is a level of funkiness with that franchise right now that is hard to quantify. And I am definitely, in the NBA, it's the reigning title favorite coming back, or the field. Give me the field.
Yeah. Boston, if you only saw the final score, they had to outscore the Mavericks by 14 in the fourth quarter to lose by 7. So that was a game that was not even
it was over.
Close. It was not even sniffing a close basketball game. They stepped on them early.
It was Jover. All right, so there you go. Don't be stupid down there in Dallas. Go voice your opinion. Don't hurt anybody.
It would be interesting to see what happens though. They're 1-0 post trade. Or I guess they're 1-1 because they lost to Philly on that first one.
Cleveland.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they got annihilated.
Oh,
by
that night.
Yeah, it was
that night.
90 to 20 something or 30 something at halftime. It was
if they start rolling out some wins, they get Anthony Davis back. What happens? That's my whole thing. Is that they can be mad, they will be very upset, they won't like it. But will they support the Dallas Mavericks as they're winning?
I'm on the other side of the fence with you.
Yeah.
We've talked about this off air. I think the Mavericks and Nico Harrison might have committed a cardinal sin to where they may have excised a portion of fans, if not forever, for a very long time.
Yeah.
The chances that franchise gets a player that good ever again is next to zero.
Yeah.
That's
agreed.
That's a difficult thing to overcome, especially so willingly.
I wonder how long they're going to wait till they actually unload all of the stuff on Luka. Because people are saying that they're doing Luka dirty by leaking all this stuff.
That's nowhere close.
It's not even the surface.
They might have to just to try to save face.
Yeah. And just be like, you know why we traded him?
And does that make it better or worse?
It makes it worse because other players aren't going to come. So they kind of have to eat this for the sake of the fans. But as we know here in Portland, the Jailblazer era, there was a swath of fans that turned on the Blazers and said, we're not coming back. And they didn't for a few years. But the Blazers also unloaded all of it.
Oh, God. Yeah, no.
And then people started coming back.
Like Paul Allen scorned.
And then people started coming back, and then they started winning, and then boom. All was right in the world.
It did take 5 years for it to, and that's a big hit. And you're talking about in a city that they're already at best the third most important franchise.
The Mavericks are?
Yeah. Yeah, believe it or not, the Rangers are above them.
Yeah, my buddy that lives there wouldn't agree with that.
All the Dallas folks that I've talked to, they all put Cowboys on a
Cowboys are number
level
one. It's not even close.
up above. Then it's the Rangers, and then the Mavs. And even there are some people would say that the Stars are close.
Interesting.
So, and then honestly, in between all of that, University of Texas.
Yeah.
No shortage of things to choose from in that state.
Nope.
So, and if you're a Mavs fan right now, is it heresy to become a Rockets or Spurs fan because of what they have going on?
Yeah, it is. No, you don't do that.
You don't, but
you don't do that. You don't do that.
You don't, but I would offer this. Maybe we can talk about this next week. Is there something a franchise can do that's so egregious that you get a free fan pass? Like we're not going swag here and just giving up because they're not good. We're talking about the franchise has wronged you.
Well, and that's the thing. These fans aren't turning on the Cowboys, but they're going to turn on the Mavericks for this?
Well, I mean, they did to an extent over Jimmy.
Isn't it why they get so mad about the Dallas Cowboys is that they overpay guys that are good, and Jerry's like, no, it's going to be good forever. And then they give them a ton of money, and then they suck, and they're like, why'd you do that?
None of them have been as good as Luka.
No.
Or at his age.
There's got to be a lot of drama with him.
That or Nico Harrison thinks he's just smarter than everybody else in the room.
He's an idiot. And now people are leaning towards he's an idiot because we don't know the other half of it.
Pretty strong.
Yep.